Hello guys, welcome to Bless Creative channel. I'll be putting you guys through on how to create YouTube thumbnail by using Canva app. So quick one, go to your Play Store or App Store, download the Canva app. So let me quickly show you that. Here is the Canva app. It's here. So after downloading it, if you are using App Store, you download it. If you are using Play Store, I'm on Play Store. So after downloading it, you open it directly. So let's go and open it. So now this is the face. This is the we are now actually on the app. So this is the template here. You see all the features down here. This first one is create. This one is your design that you've done so far. So this is templates and business and so on like that. But for you that you are a new user on the app, firstly you might not see this kind of thing when you open the app. So they'll tell you you should sign in with your email. So after signing in, then you'll be able to see all these kind of things if you understand. So let's just make it quick. So if you want to create YouTube thumbnail template, then you click on this create here. So that means you are creating a new design. So for you to use it more easier, you can just click on this particular thing, customize size. That's if you already know the inches size or maybe centimeter or size. You understand? But to make it more easier, you see all the features here, they are meant for you to be used. You understand? And they are working for different things. Generally, you understand. So now to make the thing more easier for us, you just scroll down, look for YouTube thumbnail. You see, they've already created the template there. It's just for you to click on it and you start your design. So this is it here, YouTube thumbnail. So other things too, if you want to create other things, you take your time and search for it here. Let's now click on the YouTube thumbnail. Now the stuff is downloading. So you see, after opening the template they've already created for you guys. So you see, they gave you guys different options like ready-made, another templates that you can just use to start your design. You understand? But I don't think we need this thing. So because all these templates like this, if you click on anyone, it will show on your original template. So and then you can now start to be editing it. That's if you want. But for as a new user, you are just learning. So it's normal for you guys to know how to do it on your own. You just draw this one down so that you can see the template. Now this is the rectangle template for the YouTube thumbnail. You understand? So I clicked on it and you see all the four corners. So now to start your simple design, you see there are some features under here. Like I can just click on. You see you can change the background color. You understand? So let's the first thing to do is just for us to choose your preferable color. So I clicked on it, then you see you have different colors there. So you can just pick randomly your choice, your taste. If you understand that you can edit it as you like. So after doing that, let's assume that we've already picked color that we want. So just click on this mark. Then after that, we have to add text. And YouTube thumbnail, you just need little simple words like maybe two lines, stuff like that. You understand? To catch your audience. You understand? So you have to add text. You see all these places now you are seeing here. You see design, you see elements, you see text, you see gallery, stuff like that. So all these things now they have been placed there for your use. So you can be able to add different elements and text. And even if you have your pictures on your phone, this gallery here, you just click on it and select picture on your phone and you crop it. Then it will show here. Then you try to adjust it and edit it and put it in the right place. You understand? So but now let's go to text first. Click on text. You understand? You add headings. Maybe it's headings. You want to add or subheading or little bodies. So just click on anyone here. So after clicking, you see they've already brought out the box for you to type anything you want to put. So let's just type randomly. So this is it now. I've already typed. So here you can edit it just as you like, and you can change the font from here. You can choose different fonts you like. You understand? You can change it. You can decide to change it. Yes, let's use this one. I think this one is good. Then you can change the size of the font. So stuff like that. Let's say we are done with that. So after doing that, you have to place it accordingly, like in the right place that fits in. So when you click on it, you can be able to drag it with this thing, these two things that you can rotate it with this one, and this one will do the dragging. This second one will do the dragging. You understand? Rotate it to your taste. So after rotating it to your taste, this sign here, this one here, you can use it to adjust it. She gets, and this one you can use it to minimize it to a smaller quantity. You understand? So now let's place it somewhere that we think it's gonna be okay. Now let's say we're gonna place it in the middle. So this thing now is already in the middle. You understand? So I think it's already in the middle like that. So of course, when you are done with that, you can still do your editing. Like you can edit it all this place like this from here. If you come to this advanced, you can make the letter spacing to be more tight or more bigger. Anyhow you want it, you can see it like that. So anyhow you want it, anyhow it's convenient for you. So you can use it. After using it, then you can just go back and this effects too. You can change all these things like the font to give it another dimension. Generally, you understand? So, but I think you just want something simple. You see this one like this. You can still click on it. After doing it, you can click on it and make it in different dimension entirely. You understand? So and if you don't want the background yellow to show very well, so you can just reduce the transparency here. You understand? So that's the usefulness of that. Then I'm just editing randomly. I'm just putting you guys through so that you can get used to the tools to make your work more easier. Then let's go to the elements. Now when you click on this element here, you can if you have any perspectives, like you just think of something creative. So you can just put it here, search for it. Like what do you think it will catch your audience? So you can just search for it, like maybe you'll be amazed. So something related to you'll be amazed. So you can just put graphics. So you can just put something related to being amazed there. Like type anything you feel like seeing, you feel like using. So now I'm typing a man looking stranded. So if you click on this search button, so they will give you different options. You understand? You see these graphics here. You see. So for you to be able to see the full this thing, you understand? You click on this see all. So you see those ones that they put crown icon on. That shows that you haven't upgraded your account. So but you see some free ones that you can just use for your design, for your simple and attractive design, soft, without no stress. So you just have to take your time to look for it very well. And you don't see it here, you can still do what? You can still search again in another ways. You understand? So let's just go back like searching again. So let's go to the photo. I think let's go to the photo. See, you can see now, you see different man showing different man. You see, like this one now, checking the books like or somehow stranded, stuff like that. So let's just use this one. Now you see they've already brought the pictures there, then you can now edit it to your own taste. In fact, even if you like these particular pictures that we just added, you can use the pictures for the whole background of this thing. So once you've already highlighted on it, just click on these three dots here. Then you scroll down. These are another features here. You see, show element timing, alternative text. If you want to lock the picture in one position, so this is the usefulness of this lock. That's what it works for. So and you see, they write it here. If you want to replace the background, that means this picture you can replace the whole background picture here to your general background. You understand? If I click on it now, you see the magic. You can see the magic like that. So and if you want to back, if you want to go back, if you don't want to do it like that, you can just easily click on this one. So it will take you one step backward. You understand? So just do your design. You can decide to do your design here, and you can also decide to duplicate it. Let's say you want to duplicate it. You understand? You click on this duplicate. So they've already given you another one. You can just place it at this edge. You see? You see, you're still forming something. So creativity deals with trying different methods till you'll be perfect. You understand? It may look like it doesn't have meaning right now when you are doing it, but once you are done with it, you see that okay, there's sense in nonsense, stuff like that. So now you can just decide to use another thing. Go to elements, decide to create different things. Like let's look for another thing. Let's put in frame. So here now you can just decide to this frame like this triangle frame. You see, if you put in this triangle frame like this, you put it here. This particular triangle frame, you can decide to put another thing entirely inside it. Either picture. Let's just look for one thing to put inside this frame. Coming. Now, you see, I can decide to put this particular thing inside this frame. Let's just put it, just drag it, long press it and drag it inside the frame, and it will fit in directly. You can see what I'm talking about. See, it has already fixed in like that. This act of creativity, you are still making sense. You understand? So, doing it like this, you can just decide to choose another design. When you take your time very well, you'll be able to walk yourself around it. So there are a lot of things that you can use to create the design. You see different design, all these frames like this. You can pick any one out of it and put in anything that you like. All these frames like this, you can put in any image, put in any words, any background that you like on it. Now put this one here. Although this thing might look awkward, but I'm just showing you how to make your own simple design. You understand? And this thing like this, I can decide to just put in anything like change the colors here. I can decide to use different colors. You see? Now come here, still use another color. So you can just do it anyhow you like. So let's assume you are done. And you come up here. You see where they put something like arrow upward, facing upward here. Click on it. Then you see the option of download. You click on the download. Then you save. You download it in PNG. You understand? When you click on download like this, it will download on your phone directly. That means you've already successfully made your own YouTube thumbnail without paying any amount. Now it's done downloading. So if you go to your phone, you see this is now. You see how dope it is. Very dope. Once you start editing it on your own, you get used to it and do it much more better than this to benefit your own taste. You understand? Thank you for taking your time to watch to the end. If you have learned one or two things in this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Bless Creative channel.